That's my glove! Hello, people of the interwebs. So about that go-kart I purchased recently for a random spur-of-the-moment project, I went a little OCD on it, and it's no longer gonna look anything remotely like it does. You're not even gonna recognize this thing after we get done this video. Anyway, if you are new and you want to get caught up on life, I suggest the video that's above my head. It will make sense on why we're talking about a go-kart right now. Okay, let's get to work. It's a vehicle, it still counts, right? Go-kart lift. There we go. The go-kart on a lift. I gotta try to break this down without making it a complete confusing nightmare to put back together. Goodbye, tillet race seat. Self-tappers will never again be on this go-kart. This is Western Tube. I guess it wasn't a broomstick. I thought it was a broomstick. I mean, doesn't it look like a broomstick that's just someone hammered out? It's a tube made by Western Tube. As much as I love this teal color, I gotta strip all of it off because I'm not gonna paint over this because it's spray paint, and that's not gonna give me a very good base to spray my single stage over, because I'm gonna do this in the paint booth with a gun. Last thing I wanna do is put all this effort into it and just have the paint come off because I didn't prep the surface well enough. There you go, axle's free. Here we go. I think these wheel bearings are bad. You can feel it in my hand. It just feels like a bag of gravel. And I don't know what's going on with the spacer situation right here on the spindle, but that doesn't look right either. That looks kind of homemade. The side I just took off, the spindle, the hardware goes through it, it was completely missing the lower bearing. It only had a top bearing in there. And this bearing is fried. It like doesn't even want to spin. It seriously feels like it's welded together almost. What is this? It looks like it's a roll of masking tape. Oh wow. Layers and layers of masking tape. Oh, this side's got a bearing on the bottom and on the top. Yeah, that bearing's no good anymore. Here's the last part. That's it. Say goodbye to the go-kart as you know it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start stripping this thing down to bare metal. It's leaking something disgusting out of the frame right here. It looks like robot piss. Hi, it's the next day. I got some strippers in the backseat of the Forester. It's aircraft stripper, not that type. I gotta let that stuff sit and cure for an hour or two, so bake all that paint off. So while I'm at it, I'm gonna go get some black single stage for the Xterra to do the roof bars for my little sister.
And painting it blue, and then all the other colors.
Yes, it's got rubber floor.
They all do.
That's dope. That is so weird. At certain angles, that looks perfect, and then you turn it, and then that one looks perfect.
I know, it's really annoying. This was what keeps happening to me, and I come out here and I look, and then I'm like, I'm not 100%, and the painter's not 100% either. So it's killing us, you know?
It's the flop.
The thing is the flop.
It is the flop.
Out
It's
here, the flop looks darker.
There you go. Just like that, I got some paint to do the bars in. So the paint is gloss black, just like the wheels, and the bars are gonna be gloss black, but the logo on the side that says Xterra, I ordered those decals in matte black. So it's gonna be like a ghost decal. Since my sister's back from Tennessee, I'm sure she's gonna wanna drive her truck, so sooner I get that done for her, the better. So probably tomorrow. When I spray the frame, I'll spray the bars. As far as the frame goes, what? That doesn't look like paint falling off. That just looks like someone smeared cow shit all over the frame. I don't know if I let it sit too long or what. Oh, it definitely worked right here. Maybe I just gotta reapply it. Well, I got like 80% of that stuff off. You can see like areas down inside here, it's just impossible to get with a wire brush. But for the most part, it got a bulk of the stuff off of here. I guess now I'll just see what the pressure washer can get off. Hopefully it gets the rest of it. And here's the frame. It's been in here drying for about 20 minutes now, and it took about 80% of the paint off of the frame. There's still some left over, but I think I can get the rest of it with a wire wheel. It's only spray paint. I would have had this thing painted today, but I got my hair done this morning, so I gotta take care of myself just a tad bit. You ready?
Yeah. Yo, that looks so good.
There it is. It doesn't look like a pile anymore.
It looks brand new.
Doesn't it? It actually looks like...
It looks brand new.
For anyone that's ever had to do prep work for something for paint, you have an idea of how long it takes. So I'm gonna go into a time-lapse mode, get this frame prepped, and Selena's gonna prep the rails for her truck so I can shoot everything all at once. Probably would have made more sense to sandblast this, but I don't have a sandblaster, and I don't think sitting outside throwing handfuls of sand at it would accomplish much. I think this is like a footrest if you were to mount the pedals right here. I think that's what I'm guessing. Either way, I don't need it. Every ounce of weight reduction matters. Ooh, that was too deep. That's what he said. This is really awkward to do. I don't know why I'm using a rolly chair. Oh yeah, because I don't have a workbench. Ta-da! No more useless thing. I tried to clean up this little spherical bearing as best as possible because it's like part of the frame, unless you're one of those really smart kids that as a child you played with toys like this and you could figure out how to get the ring out of this tube. I don't think that's possible. Much better? I think so, at least. I'll leave these little tabs right here because obviously the floor pan mounts those. Floor pan mounts those. And I think a fuel tank would also mount to that. I need to get some more of these little brass bushing sleeves right here. This is the only ones that are on the go-kart, and that's what's missing for the throttle pedal up there and the brake pedal. I don't know if I'm gonna get this painted in this video. I still have so much sanding left to do. The roof rack's done. That's sanded. Celine sanded it already. I'm gonna paint it tonight. I just shut off the camera and forgot about doing my job and just focused on sanding. And I just went over the entire frame with 150 grit, Got everything all scuffed out, got like 99.5% of all the old paint off. I'd say that's good enough considering it's a go-kart, not a show car. There's still gouges on the bottom of the frame and there's some dents and stuff, but it's a go-kart, not a show car. I don't know why I'm killing myself to get all this done in one video, but I want to make some real progress on this go-kart for you guys.
The main reason why paint fails isn't because the surface isn't sanded enough, it's because it's not clean enough. I would honestly prefer to, on some stuff, spray paint over a car that wasn't sanded but was 150% clean than a car that was sanded and covered in grease and shit.
That's logical. Ooh, my glove farted.
Sure.
It was not me. This is after wiping the entire frame 5 times. Just when you think it's clean, it's not clean enough. See that? Still dirty. Gotta keep going until this thing is clean.
Oh, I'm doing a lot of shit.
We're doing the top half. That's my glove! I look like a coconut that f***ing exploded in the microwave and then got rubbed with dirty hands. I don't know, don't ask. The first coat is done and it came out pretty good. There's only one little area where the engine used to sit. There's a couple areas right around that it fish-eyed, so even after all of that wiping, the wax and grease remover still had that issue. But I started dusting over it again and it filled in the fish eyes, so it's not reoccurring, so that's good. Just gotta do one more coat and it's done. It's next day. We're having our monthly car meet this morning, and the go-kart is done being painted. It dried overnight. Did I screw up my mixture? Nope. It's dry. Yay! So dope. So it's pretty close to the color the go-kart was before, except now this matches my helmet. That's why I changed it just a tiny bit. Now all I gotta do is paint the bars for the Xterra and paint the other bars for this go-kart a different color, like the front bumper and the side bars and a back bumper, which I do not have, so I need to buy one. And then I think I'm gonna be ready to paint the Focus because I'm gonna paint that car too. There's no way I'm gonna stick that dingy floor pan back on this freshly painted go-kart. So I need to get a new one fabricated out of aluminum. And just thankfully there is a custom barbecue shop next door to our shop. And the guys were kind enough to cut out a new floor pan for me on their giant plasma table and also a logo, and they showed me their hot rod they've been working on. It's a classic Chevy Apache pickup truck. They're doing pro touring. Thing's pretty dope. It looks like a little baby rocket ship standing up over there. I'm gonna put some skateboard grip tape, I think, on it too, so it's like a grippy surface. I don't know. Anyway, before I go, Emily from Flying Sparks Garage featured me on a little video series she's doing for Peak Performance, and I will put a link on the screen to go check it out. And it's a little behind the build series she's doing on other YouTubers' project cars, and I featured it on Teeter Tot here because it doesn't get enough love, and it will soon. Audi folks, don't worry. TT is gonna make a comeback soon. I'm gonna do this car right. I'm gonna end this video now. I'll see you soon with another. Bye!